We were living in a suburb of Atlanta and we had a great life. We had a big house, great neighbors, great friends, but we started realizing that our lives were becoming really, really busy. We found ourselves having less and less time for the things that we really enjoyed, like hiking and biking and just doing things together as a family. So we figured, why not do an RV trip for a year and have some great experiences, and then we'll come back. Now we're in our sixth year, and we never came back.
It took about 2 months for her to fall in love with it so much, she's like, let's just not go back.
Hi, we're the Wantrepreneurs. I'm Lauren, this is Casen, Calista, and Aaron. Come check out our home on wheels. Welcome to our living room. As you can see, this space is very large, and that is because there are opposing slides. These walls come in on travel days. When it opens up, we have a pretty big living room, and this was one of the biggest selling points when we chose this rig. We have a huge floor space right here, which we love to just put a board game out, and all four of us can get down on the floor and play cards or board games. There was a couch right here. We swapped that out for 2 recliners. Each of these actually recline. I like to sit here and work with my laptop. I have my notebook right here. So one of these chairs is always my office, which is awesome. Right here, there were big brown recliners. So we opted to sell that, and in its place, we just found this couch, and we can all 4 sit together and watch a movie for family movie nights. This whole rig is just full of storage. We keep a lot of games up here. My daughter is a crocheter, so all of her crochet stuff is there. These 2 cabinets right here are where our kids keep some of their homeschool supplies. This is our electric heater. It looks like a fireplace. Right now, it is actually really warm where we are in Southern California, so this is only for show, but we can turn it on and have heat come out. We opted to paint the walls white. We also took down the roller shades, and we hung real curtain rods that we got from IKEA, as well as the curtain panels from IKEA. To be honest, the kitchen was the hardest thing for me to get used to when moving into a tiny space. We came from a big house that had a giant kitchen. We had a huge island. So moving into this little tiny kitchen, even though it's big for a lot of RVs, was difficult. But now we're in our 6th year. I don't even think twice about it. It's a great space. This fridge, you'll notice, is quite big for an RV fridge. I absolutely love it. It's actually a dual fridge, so it can be switched to propane when we're boondocking and don't want to use electricity, or it can be switched to electric when we have full hookups like right now. We use our RV oven for 3 meals a day. We are constantly using it. We did upgrade. The RV oven that came with this RV was not that great, so we love our GE Profile one. So as you can see, we have a pretty nice sized peninsula right here. I love that we can put these little pieces over the sink, and I have plenty of food prep space right here, which I love. Down here we have a little junk drawer and a big drawer that pulls out where we store all of our plates and cutting boards. Both of these cabinets are pantry space, which gives us more than enough room to store our food. What we do for utensil storage, we found this little thing at IKEA. We have our utensils here. We have our little fondue pokers here, and just random utensils right there. We have a little letter board that we got right before we started this journey. You're always one decision away from a totally different life. Making the decision to move our family into a tiny home on wheels and travel full-time seemed a little crazy to a lot of people, but it has brought us so much joy, so much adventure, and so much freedom.
Our kids were in public school before we decided to do this. And when we decided to do this, we said, well, I guess we're gonna have to figure out homeschooling. We had no homeschooling experience, but they were on board with it. We said, do you wanna travel for a year? And they said yes. So we pulled them out of school and figured out homeschooling. And it's been an evolving journey every year. I'm the main teacher, but honestly, they're 12 and 11, and it's pretty hands-off for us. I mean, they come to us if they have a question every once in a while, but we have it to where they're pretty self-sufficient. They do some classes online. There's not one curriculum that we do with them, it's kind of a hodgepodge of different types of learning. We learn about the places that we visit. We learn about the people. They did an education program in Greece. We lived on a Greek island for 3 months. So we really are switching it up.
Even if you've never homeschooled before, there's so many resources out there, especially now since COVID kind of shut down school for a while a few years ago. There's just a lot more resources out there.
I like to say that life is learning, and when you are traveling and meeting new people all the time and going new places all the time, don't underestimate how much you're all learning just through these life experiences.
This space right here is our dining room. This was another huge selling point for why we chose this specific RV. We love having family dinners together, and we have great family discussions around the dinner table, and it's a really great family bonding time with us and our kids. It came with a different table that we didn't love so much and the chair set, so we swapped that out with this table from IKEA and these 4 little stools that we got from Amazon. We did swap out the light, and as you can see, these are the curtains that we replaced, and it's got the white paint, which really opens up and brightens up the area. Now let's go check out the kids' bunk room. The model of our RV is called a mid-bunk, and that's because the bunk room is right in the middle of the RV. So this bed, it's not a full twin size, it's actually a custom size mattress that goes up top. On the bottom, originally, there was a love seat, and it did open up into a bed, but we knew that our son would not want to make his bed and make it back into a sofa every night. So we opted to get rid of that, and we just put a regular twin mattress right on the floor for him, and it works great. You'll see we have Betty's bedding. It just zips up, which is really nice when you have bunk beds because we don't have blankets falling on the floor. It keeps everything nice and tidy. We did make some personal touches to the room. We added these little string lights right here, painted the walls white once again. A lot of people think that this is wallpaper. It's actually just little black triangle stickers put on the white paint, super quick and easy, and it gives a nice wallpapered look. This kids' bunk room has a ton of storage. This is their main dresser right here. They each have 2 drawers and multiple shelves for them to put games, clothing, toys, books, all of their things. On top of this storage unit is actually a little bit of hidden storage that we use for our things up there. This is the other side of the bunk room. They do have additional storage right here for more board games and some of their hobbies and crafts. These are their Junior Ranger vests with all the badges that they've gotten at different national parks, national monuments. The Junior Ranger programs are so nice. They've learned so much about the animals, the landscape, the history of all these places around the US. So if you ever get to go to a national park and you have kids, highly recommend the Junior Ranger program. This is our tiny bathroom. The shower is actually a pretty good size. It's very bright. It has a skylight up at top. It came with a big glass door, which was heavy, and it was very hard to clean. So we decided to take that out and just put a shower curtain here. We have a 48-gallon freshwater tank. Most of the time we're plugged up to hookups, and when we have hookups, we can use the shower freely. When we don't, when we're boondocking, we have to be very careful with our water usage. That means that we do a lot of sponge baths and military showers. We typically can go about 5 to 7 days, and that's with showering carefully and being really careful with water usage. Another upgrade that we did in this room is we put shiplap on this back wall right behind the toilet. We painted the shiplap white, just glued it on, nailed it in, and there's a photo that I took of Red Rock Canyon that we get to look at when we're using the bathroom. On this side, if you can see, we put this peel and stick tile just to kind of make a nice little backsplash behind the sink area. Once again, our bathroom has a good bit of storage. We have a medicine cabinet right here, storage underneath the sink, as well as a very, very deep cabinet. It does give us plenty of space to store our stuff.
Before we hit the road, I was just kind of starting my own website design company. So building websites, doing anything that involves websites like SEO, content creation, graphic design. And so I've been doing that on the road ever since we left 6 years ago. And it's been really fun doing that as we travel the country. Most of the time I don't get to see my clients because they could be anywhere in the country. But since we've been traveling, I've been able to actually see my clients and actually go visit their offices. It's just been a pretty fun way to travel and support the family. And as long as we have good internet, which now because of Starlink, there's really no need to change our route because of cell phone signal and Wi-Fi. We can work down in Baja, we can work really anywhere we want to and keep enjoying this life.
Before we hit the road, I was a professional photographer, so I knew I was going to be leaving my local clients behind, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do on the road. I started a travel blog, which actually Aaron built the website for. We came up with the name, the Wantrepreneurs, and I just started documenting everywhere we went and everything we did. We started social media channels for the Wantrepreneurs, and honestly, jobs just started coming to me. I started getting people reaching out to me saying, hey, we really like your Instagram account. Could you start creating content for our website? Once that started happening, I started looking into how to become a full-time content creator, and now that is what I do full-time.
This is the master bedroom of our RV. This bed is a queen size bed. It came with a king size bed, but we knew we wanted to upgrade the mattress, so we got rid of the king size, upgraded to a queen size. This bed actually lifts up, so we have additional storage under there. This is my closet. I keep my hats up here. I have my tops there. We did add an RV washer with spin dryer, which is right here. So on this wall, opposite of the closets, it's a beautiful desert scene. I personally love the desert, so I found this wall mural that comes in 3 different strips. I really like waking up and seeing the desert right there, even when we're not in the desert. This corner of the master bedroom doubles as Aaron's office. He has a little fold-down desk that we installed. It can easily fold back up so that he can access his closet. He's able to shut the bedroom door when he has calls, and this is his RV office. Behind me is his closet. Hats go up here and shirts down there. There's some shoe storage underneath. And this is our dresser. We each have 2 drawers where we put pants and shorts.
Find out once you're on the road, RVers are like the nicest, most handy people. We really felt like we were stuck a few times, and the community just kind of came through and helped. We were just the beneficiaries of that.
A lot of people think that maybe traveling full-time is lonely, but we have found it to be the exact opposite. We have a great community that we're constantly having fires with and deep conversations, and we have just found it to be a very meaningful and very social way of life. So thank you so much for joining us on this tour of our tiny home. You can follow us along on social media at the.wantrepreneurs and check out our travel blog at www.thewantrepreneurs.com.
See you
down the road.